I loved hip hop before I even understood the lyrics I was reciting. Songs like Candy Shop by 50 Cent, Hot in Here by Nelly, Raise Up by Petey Pablo were some of my favorites to rap along to as a child. I loved the beats, the artist's energy, and how the songs always made me want to dance. However, as I grew older, learned more about myself and my people, I yearned for the music I loved to reflect my new knowledge of self. It seems that few people know how to rhyme about social injustice, but new rhymes about prescription pills and having an abundance of women come out every day. I like to have a good time and listen to upbeat songs, but I also love how music can teach you something, tell stories, and be relatable. A lot of popular hip-hop these days lacks the latter things I mentioned. I never had these thoughts about hip-hop until I grew older and realized that my thought process was evolving quicker than the popular music was. While I was learning about and experiencing the harsh realities of racism, institutionalized racism, and police brutality, the rap songs playing were still talking about guns, various drugs, foreign women, jewelry, and cars. I love hip-hop in all its forms, but there does need to be a balance. There's no excuse for the lack of awareness or acknowledgement of social injustices, especially when most of these artists are Black and brown people, even more so when they probably experienced racial discrimination before and after they became famous. Hip-hop originally emerged as resistance against oppression and resistance to the mainstream. Nowadays, it seems as if a rapper's main goal is to be the least resistance to the norm and the most mainstream. Today's version of popular hip-hop fully embraces patriarchy, capitalism, and at times self-hate. Women are further objectified, Rollies and Bugattis are some of the highest aspirations, and artists like Lil Wayne make several references to light skin being preferable, when it comes to women at least. Hip-hop from the 90s, for example, wasn't always void of incorporating these topics, but you could easily find songs addressing police brutality, poverty, or the movements that people of color were a part of at the time. Police brutality has always been an issue, but recently, more and more incidences of unarmed or unthreatening people being murdered have been recorded and televised. If not before, one would think that now is the time for rappers to make music about what's going on in the communities many of them came from. Capitalism and its emphasis on individuality definitely play a role in what songs hip-hop artists create and how they give back to their communities. It seems as if the capitalistic attitude has artists more focused on themselves rather than what's going on with their own people. For example, A$AP Rocky expressed that he doesn't relate to the issues of police brutality like what occurred in Ferguson because he lives in Soho and Beverly Hills, and that's just not a part of his lifestyle. He claimed that he wasn't a political activist and that he shouldn't be pressured to talk about social injustice just because he's Black. I wonder how many other artists feel the same way. It seems as if many rappers lack connection with the people that they're making music for. Mainstream rappers seem to be okay with perpetuating the same ideals that have always worked against Black and brown people. Capitalism and the music industry are closely related. I believe that conscious songs and albums would sell, but positive hip-hop is not in the best interest of the government. Wise Intelligence said it best. Positive hip-hop helped foster an attitude of Black pride. This inspired the youth to stand up and rebel against the systems of oppressions as a whole and against individual situations like the brutal beating of Rodney King. People are strong in numbers, and music that uplifts our communities presents a dangerous threat to the oppressors. I have high hopes that hip-hop can be restored to its former quality, where artists felt free to be gangsta and politically/sociably knowledgeable at the same damn time.